Hey guys, what's going on? It's your boy Jokers here, and welcome to this video where, as you can tell, it's post-com, and essentially, we need to talk about Modern Warfare 3. So, obviously, I've not been very well over the past week. The game released on Friday. I played 2 games of it. I then haven't picked it up since, uh, gosh, Monday. Yeah. And then recorded some footage for you for Monday, Tuesday. Couldn't record yesterday. And then this footage has been recorded on Thursday. Am I happy with the game? No. And I'm gonna go into detail about it. I'm gonna talk about why. And I say all this with a smile on my face because I feel like we've had this conversation before. Um, After week 1 of the beta, I remember uploading a video. I think it's called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly of Modern Warfare 3, if memory serves. Um, where essentially I said, look, the game is unbalanced. This gun will take 1,000,000 years to kill you, and this gun will kill you instantly. Um, the players on the game, there's no balance in the players, there's no balance in the weapons, there's no balance in the map rotation. Um, and I'm just repeating myself. But as it's the full game, I wanted to give my full thoughts on the full release. And this isn't going to be all negative, all, oh god, this is the worst game ever to be released, because it's not. It's not. There was points playing today where I was playing with Dret and I was playing with Gossi, and I was genuinely enjoying myself. I was dialed in. I was getting some good kills, going on some good kill streaks. Getting some high kill games. But there was also times where I think I had 1 kill after about 5 minutes in the game and about 12 deaths. Now, we all know that skill-based matchmaking is a massive pain in the ass. It's annoying. It is ridiculous to have in casual Call of Duty. I said today, there's no such thing as casual Call of Duty anymore. It's just Call of Duty, and they want you to sweat it out. It's just a matter of fact. Skill-based matchmaking for me is ruining this game because it could be fantastic. It really could. But it's skill-based matchmaking that's ruining it at the minute, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about why I feel that is. So the footage you're watching here and the footage after this were my first 2 games on with Dret and Gossi. I go positive in both, spoiler alert. I do quite well. I get some okay kill streaks, or score streaks, should I say. And, it was quite enjoyable. There was also a couple of games after this where I did even better. They are recorded. I will eventually use the gameplay at some point. But I did even better. I got like 38 kills to 12 deaths, something stupid like that. There was also a really ridiculous game on Scrapyard where one of my teammates, not Gossi, not Dret, just a random teammate, got, I think it was something like 70 kills on Scrapyard, and we didn't win the game because he wasn't playing objective. He was just trying to get kills, which is fine, but, getting 75 kills and not doing anything with it to help your teammates, kind of a bit of a dick move. Especially because I was playing objective, Dret was playing objective, Gossi was playing objective, and we all came out with 30 kills, maybe 25 kills, something like that. So I know it's not 70, but it's a decent amount of kills to deaths, yeah? And there was just that one guy that on our team didn't want to play the objectives, didn't want to help get the win. He just wanted to try and get kills. But I've gone off on a tangent. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is that these few games where I'm doing quite well was at, I think it's 24 MS, 24 ping, and that's what you need to have a look out for when you're playing this game. If your ping goes higher, it's generally that you've done well in previous games, or you've got a good KD ratio or a win-loss ratio, whatever it is, and it's then pulling your connection, you're searching for games that are further away to try and get people who are in the same skill range as you. And obviously, in pulling you further away, in adding more ping, it means that you're gonna experience more lag, and it means that your bullets might not register as quickly as somebody else's bullets in gunfights. It might mean that when you go to run around a corner, you just get stuck ever so slightly because the input is, delayed because of the ping, because of the lag, blah, 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 blah. And that is how Call of Duty keep you at your perfect 1.0 KD ratio. If you've played this game for the past week, unless you have been absolutely sweating out of your bean on every single game that you've played, then essentially your KD ratio should be similar to mine. Mine at the minute is 1.06, I believe. I've played about 30 games. I'm currently level 27, 28. And my win-loss ratio is 0.89. It's something stupid, like I've lost 2 more games than what I've won. And I think the reason behind it is obviously skill-based matchmaking, but the reason why skill-based matchmaking feels so garbage is because of that ping thing, that the ping connection, the lag, whatever you want to call it. It's because you're being dragged further away, meaning, as I've already said, your bullets don't quite register, or you get stuck on things, or you lag. At some point in this game, Gossi says, "Oh, okay, I've just completely lagged. I've pressed pause to try and stop the lagging, and the input delay has caused me to change class." That's how badly Gossi was lagging, and we only live 100 miles apart from each other, so it's really not that far. And as I say, these were our first games on, so you can't even say oh, he had a good game before this. It would have been his last game on Modern Warfare 2, because these were his first games on. It's mad. So we know skill-based matchmaking is an issue in this game. Do I think that there's some positive for skill-based matchmaking? Yes, of course, if it's done correctly. I don't think it should be done on the basis of, oh, you did really well last game, now you're going to come up against people who are, that slightly higher skill than you, because you don't improve at the game in that way. When you're facing an entire team, for example, we're playing domination, you're facing an entire team that are running from A to B to C to C to A to B to B to A to C. And each time they're running in, they've got comms, they're killing you, and it's causing you to rage. You will not get better at the game with stuff like that. And you especially won't get better at the game with stuff like that if you're lagging, if your ping's not great. However, skill-based matchmaking could be done better if it keeps you at the same ping, but matches you with one player or 2 players who's a slightly higher level than you, because then you're not being dicked by the whole team, you're being dicked by a couple of players whilst getting kills on the rest of the team because they are similar or lower level to you. It's really not hard to do Call of Duty. You should understand this. That's Call of Duty as a company / Activision, not the players. Now, that's enough about skill-based matchmaking. Let's talk about the game itself. I love these maps, and I love the fact that there's new things that you can do on these maps because of the new movement gameplay, movement abilities that you've got with these modern Call of Duties. For example, on Rundown, if you're down in the river, you can now hop up onto a car, hop up onto the bridge, and you're out of the river. Whereas on old school Modern Warfare 2, if you went down in that river, you are either coming up basically where you jumped in, or you're running all the way through the river and coming up on the other side. Not always ideal for where you want it to be, right? So that sucks. Or that sucked, should I say. But in this new COD, it's positive. What I will say, though, is I'm a little bit annoyed at the lack of creativity from Call of Duty, and this is really petty. And if there's any any devs randomly listening to this video, they're going to feel a bit, oh well, what can we do? We've given you the old school maps, and now you're moaning that we haven't shown creativity. But the fact of the matter is, each year a Call of Duty game should be its own thing, and I've had conversations, and I've heard others talking about this, and this Call of Duty actually reminds me, the way the game plays, the way the gun battles feel, is a little bit like Call of Duty Ghosts. I know there's going to be some of you screaming at me through your telly, through your PC, through your phone, whatever you're watching me on. There's going to be some of you screaming at me like, absolutely not. It plays exactly the same as Modern Warfare or Modern Warfare 2, blah, 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 blah. I don't think it does. Genuinely, some of the battles, some of the gun battles I've had remind me so much of Call of Duty Ghosts that it's ridiculous. And I quite enjoyed Call of Duty Ghosts. Controversial opinion, I think I've mentioned it before. Call of Duty Ghosts is probably in my top 5 CODs. I know, you can, slay me in the comments. But I felt as though Call of Duty Ghosts was a good game. And this game sometimes plays that way. But it's not quite there yet. Something else that I found out today as I've been leveling up, as I've said, I haven't really played much of the game, is the fact that everything's sort of locked behind, what do they call it? They call it something stupid. I've forgotten the name of it, but essentially, when you reach level... Oh, the armory, that's it. Thank you. Your battle armory. When you reach level 25, you unlock the battle armory. The battle armory means that you can choose 3 things. Yeah, 3 things to unlock quicker. So, for example, on mine, I put the FAMAS, I put Ghost, and I put a kill streak of some sort. So I can't remember the kill streak. And in order to unlock these, instead of leveling up like it has been in previous CODs, it's, oh, you have to complete 3 daily challenges, and you will unlock these 3 things. And then you can change it, and it will be 5 daily challenges for certain things, 3 daily challenges for other things, okay? Ridiculous. Reason being, and I tweeted it, so I was playing COD, I started off at, like, after my 2 games and then my games from Monday, I think I was level 7 when I started today. In fact, have a look at the start of this video. Whatever level I was is whatever level I started at. These are my first 2 games. But I completed all of my daily challenges by the time that I got to level 25. So putting those things in the armory, battle armory, and saying, oh yeah, complete these daily challenges, means that I now have to wait until tomorrow to unlock these things. And I understand you want to keep your player base playing, you want to get people returning to the game. Watch this nade, by the way, it's hilarious. Bounce, bang. You hear me laugh in the background. You want to keep your player base playing, you want to keep them on the game, you want to keep people coming back. I understand it, but to do it with, I'm going to say about maybe 75% of stuff. So there's a bunch of guns, there's a bunch of kill streaks, there's a bunch of perks, there's a bunch of attachments. All of the stuff that you have to unlock in the armory, and I've already done my daily challenges. So what does that mean for me? Now, supposedly, I've seen it on Twitter, that each win also counts towards that. So if you get a certain amount of wins in the day, then you might be able to unlock it, even if you've completed your daily challenges. But that doesn't bode well for me, because apparently I get, as previously mentioned, matched up with people who would rather get 75 kills in a game than play the objective and try and get the win. Now, it is much, much easier when I'm playing with teammates. You know, when I'm playing with Dret, when I'm playing with Gossy, playing with them both, a couple of other people who may or may not join or may not be in videos. When I play with these guys, then it's much better because, you know, we have comms, we can work as a team. it's any sort of FPS. It's not sort of breaking new ground here. Any FPS, if you've got people that you play with regularly, you understand their play style, you have comms, then you usually win the games unless you come up against some like badass sweaty opposition. Um, but I'm disappointed, and maybe things will change like they did in the beta. Week one of the beta, I absolutely hated it. Wasn't going to play the second week. Gave it another chance. They'd made patches. They'd done changes, and the second week of the beta, I couldn't uh, take my hands off the controller. I just wanted to play it the entire time. And then when it ran out, I was like, oh, I want to play COD. I want to play COD. Maybe that'll change. It's Friday tomorrow. I'm pretty sure there's already been an update to it, though. But it's Friday tomorrow, so that's technically first week. So maybe in this second week and future weeks, things will change and it'll be better. Fingers crossed, I hope so. But as the game goes at the minute, it's kind of disappointing. One of my mates who bought it, he's played it for about, couldn't even tell you, maybe 2 minutes, if that. And he's already considering seeing if he can get a refund. He's that unhappy with it. And he's like me. He's an OG Call of Duty player. He's semi-decent at Call of Duty, probably about the same level as me, if not higher. His Modern Warfare 2 days, he had a higher KD ratio than me and was damn good at the game, cracked at the game, I'd say. But yeah, this game he's just not falling in love with it, and it's frustrating to see because, I enjoy the game, but I'm disappointed in it. I came in with high hopes because of the beta. I think a lot of people came in with high hopes because of the beta, and already it's kind of dropped. Like, I don't get how you can have things so right with how the beta was, and then release the game and things be so wrong. But, you know, maybe I hyped it up too much. Maybe the game is what it is and we just have to deal with it and put up with it. But I don't think that should ever be the way as a consumer to sort of be, if that makes sense. It's weird. I want to know your guys' opinions. I really do, because you guys have probably played more of the game than I have. I'm already coming up against people who are like level 55s and unlocked borderline everything. So I need to know your guys' opinions, because I'm only a level 27, 28. I've got maybe like 5 hours on this game tops, and most of that was today, day of recording, day of doing this commentary. So yeah, let me know down in the comment section below. What do you think of the game? What needs to be improved? What do you dislike? What do you like? Is it what you expected? Anything and everything. I'm all ears, because I think the louder we are as a community, not just this community, this YouTube channel, but as Call of Duty community in general, the louder we are, then the more chance we have of getting things sorted the way we want to. So for me, as it's taken up about 70% of this video, skill-based matchmaking has got to go. Bring back casual COD, have skill-based matchmaking for ranked games, and just do it like that. I know it's very, very, very unlikely that it'll ever happen, but with a little bit of luck and a little bit of pushing, maybe they'll do a limited time game mode to test it out, like how Fortnite did zero build, and now zero build is constant because people loved it, because they didn't want to fight against people who could build multi-story apartments by the time that they've fired one shotgun round. I think Call of Duty could learn a lot from that. Evolution isn't a bad thing if it's done correctly. I've said this a lot in past videos. I feel like I've ranted a lot. This wasn't meant to be a negative video, and it's not a negative video. I am enjoying the game. I'm playing the game. It's just that at the minute, it does feel like I have to jump on and be hardwired in straight away, because you've got people jumping around corners, tack sprinting, jump, tack sprint, zigzag, jump. You've got snipers who are absolutely cracked that don't miss a single shot. You've got people who have unlocked everything already and are camping in corners. You know, there's some footage coming up for you soon where I'm not going to lie, guys, it's embarrassing to watch. I think I've got 2 games back to back where I back out, one on Wasteland, one on Quarry, because the game just isn't how it's meant to be played at the minute. There's too many people just sat, camping, waiting to get the kill, and then just don't go in, oh yeah, that's fine, that's perfectly fine. You know, we're winning anyway, so you guys have to come out, and then, oh look, you've come out, now you're dead. That's genuine experience from a Wasteland game that I recently played. But I'm kind of running out of time for this video. Let me know your thoughts. Genuinely, I really want to know. Yeah, I mean, subscribe if you're new. Trying to get to that 160 mark. We've been sat on 153 for a while. So if we can get to 160, that'd be amazing. Liking the video as well always helps. And as I say, comment down below. Let me know what you want changing so we can make a big as voice as possible. If you follow me on Twitter not Twitter. Follow me on X at ZTJokers, then we can have an open conversation on there. I have notifications on. I'm happy to chat to you guys whenever. And we can talk about what we like about this game, what needs changing about this game, and hopefully make some noise so that developers go, yeah, okay, we hear you, changes are coming. But as I say this, we are running out of time. I've been your boy, ZTJokers. Thank you very much for watching. Please enjoy this kill cam. Peace.